Alright, we're back looking at our graphical interface for our calculator. I guess the next thing I want to do is File, Save As. I should have done this in the last video, but I forgot. Save As, and we'll go onto the desktop under our Linux calculator directory that we set aside earlier. And I'm going to erase this word calculator, and I'm going to call it GUI, and save it. Alright. And now I'm going to give a name for each one of these buttons. So 0, here where it says name, let's call it button underscore, and I'm going to copy that because I'm going to be pasting that for the rest of them, button underscore 0. And then for the decimal place, button underscore, I'm going to call it dot, and I'm just going to go all the way up here, button underscore 1, button underscore 2, button underscore 3, and just keep moving on up the line. If this is boring you, fast forward, or you can just do this along with me. 5, 6, 7, we got 8, and 9. So now we just got to knock these out. This is going to be plus, or I'll just do it like this. Add, button underscore subtract, button underscore multiply, come up here, button underscore clear, button underscore div for divide, button underscore sqrt, and button underscore equal. Alright, now that we have everything has a name, we have display, and then we have all the buttons named button underscore and what they do. Now what we have to do is we have to kind of create some source code. And what we're gonna do this in the form of creating slots. So I know if you never worked with this before, it might be confusing, but if you follow along, it's actually pretty simple. Right click on a widget and go to connections. Here it is. Now when I'm inside here, what I have to do is I'm going to select new, and it's going to give me an option. I'm going to push new 10 times. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This should cover my buttons 0 through 9. So the sender is going to be button 0. The signal is going to be when clicked. The receiver is going to be the actual calculator itself, which is called calculator. Calculator is the name of the dialog box, and we're going to create a new slot. So we're going to click edit slots, and I'm just going to create a bunch of functions in here. So I'm going to do new function. I'm going to have 0. We're going to do 0 new function, and this will make sense later, I promise. 1 new function, 2, 3, 4, all the way up, 5, and then we're going to do 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have a function for 0 through 9, and now we need to make sure that we have functions for the rest. So we're going to have we have other buttons, like we have add. We'll do an add function. We'll do a subtract function. We'll do a multiply function. We'll do a divide function. We'll do a square root function, an equal function, and a clear function. I think that's everything. It's very possible I may have missed one, so we'll just run through this. So now that we set up all of those slots, right here I can select the 0 slot, because 0 is the one I set aside for it. So the button is going to be clicked, and when it's clicked, it's going to go to the calculator, and from there it's going to run the function 0, which is not written yet, but we'll write it later. Okay, and then just do this for all of them. Button 1, when clicked, calculator, and this will be 1. Move on down the line. 2, clicked, calculator, 2. 3, clicked, calculator 3, all the way down the line. Okay, so now I have all those set up, and while I was running through, I noticed I had a spelling mistake. I'm going to go here to edit slots, and my multiply function, where is it? This is supposed to be MULT. Okay, I have all this set up, so now I need to create some more. So I have buttons 0 through 9. Now I have to do decimal place, then I have to do plus, minus, multiply, clear, divide, square root, equals. We'll start first with dot, which is decimal. Then we'll do clicked, calculator, and we don't have a function, but we need to declare one. So we'll edit slots, and we'll create one called dot. Okay, and now we'll do dot. So I'm going to select the buttons here. So we'll do decimal, plus, which will be button add. Then we'll do minus, which is button subtract, add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then of course we have clear, square root, and equals. I think I have everything all set up. So then we'll make all these clicked, we'll make all these calculator, and we'll make all these their corresponding functions. So this will be, so I'll do add, and then this one will be subtract, multiply, divide, has to be calculator, and this will be clear, SQRT, and equals. And I know that was a painful ordeal, but we have done something incredibly important. We will select OK, File, and save it. Alright, close Qt Designer. We're going to come back and we're going to start working with KDevelop.